I watched Meghan Markle's Netflix show, the first 2 episodes with Love Meghan, and I wasn't disappointed. Although it was actually worse than I expected. It's so dreary. It's as dreary as dishwater. The production itself is beautiful. It's what you would expect from Netflix. The premises where they're recording is beautiful. Where they sat and had tea later at the end of the episode, the view is stunning. You can't fault any of that. But the content itself is really bad. Her friend Daniel, the makeup artist we got to know during the wedding, he was her guest in the first episode. Now, my biggest complaint about this episode is it's just a series of activities. I mean, the theme, if there is a theme, is about honey, but there's no discussion around honey when they go down to the beehive. She didn't demonstrate any knowledge about bees. She could have asked questions of the other experienced beekeeper about the future of bees, because there is a problem in some areas. Bees are becoming extinct, and they're really an important part of our ecosystem. So she could have, made it interesting. And then even when they went back to the house, she could have made some interesting preserves, and especially for health, if you're unwell, she could have made it really interesting and talked about health. And her friend Daniel just seemed really awkward. He didn't have anywhere to sit. In fact, neither of her guests from these episodes had nowhere to sit. And that's usually one of the joys of being in a kitchen. You're sitting there, you're watching, you're waiting, you can't wait. If you're a little kid, give me the wooden spoon, give me the bowl. There's a lot of joy in being in a kitchen when someone who enjoys cooking is cooking. But cooked a spaghetti dish that didn't look terribly appetizing. She reckons she's going to put in the kids' lunchboxes the next day, but she put a lot of chili in it. Okay. It was just really disjointed. There was no through line. I'll tell you what she could have done, which really would have scored her some points. It landed on Shroud Tuesday. It's the beginning of Lent, before Easter. She could have made pancakes, and she could have drizzled honey over that. David Beckham did, and there's a little video of him. He's made on Shroud Tuesdays, made pancakes for his daughter. It's really absurd. It's really odd. All of these, come on, you don't, who changes their clothes in the kitchen? You just don't do it. She's got a ridiculous oversized jumper thrown over her shoulders. They're in California, This is what I did at the end of the episode 1. I burst out laughing. I couldn't stop giggling because I just thought, I want to go and watch a crime show now. I've just got to cleanse my palate. It was so ridiculous. So poor Daniel, he was given some honey to take home, some Epsom salts with lavender candles to take home to his partner. She didn't know he was left-handed until that episode. Oh, look, it was really weird. The episode 2 was a little more interesting because it had a couple of really tense moments. This is one of the problems I have with this show. This is Meghan. She doesn't realise how much she's exposing herself. I haven't listened to any reviews because I just want to give you my thoughts. I don't really want to be influenced by anyone else. I haven't read any reviews except one because I like this woman's work, Maureen Dowd, and she spoke about how seething her anger is. It's just below the surface, and that really manifested in episode 2.